Summertime absolutely is like family vacation season. It's the Y94 Morning Playhouse, whether it was the family, by yourself, or just a partner, whatever the case might be. Talk about those vacations gone wrong. It should have been great, but then this little hiccup happened. You ever have a vacation tragedy, Amy K?
This is a vacation I ended up taking with my ex, and it was during Labor Day. We went down to South Dakota, wanted to check out Mount Rushmore and just kind of do some touristy things.
Is this the murder house?
Yeah. He is the one who kind of planned this vacation, but he didn't plan it. As in, we had no hotel, and he said we could just call when we get closer to town. So we call. It's Labor Day weekend, literally their busiest weekend. They are sold out. They have no hotel rooms. People are laughing at me on the phone. These have been reserved forever. Like, you're not getting a hotel. Finally, I call this motel, and the lady's like, we have one room. We usually don't rent it out. It is a very bad room. And I said, we're going to take it. She said, no, it's so bad that I cannot even sell it to you over the phone. You have to come here and see this terrible room.
I've seen this movie. It's called 1408, and it's a really bad room.
Before we can give it to you. And I said, no, just please, like, put us down. She's like, no, it's that bad. I can't. If you come here, like, I doubt we're going to give it to anyone else. You can have it, but you need to see it before. It was bad. And, like, the door didn't lock. So I said, I know we said we would take this room, but the door doesn't latch. And, like, it's not like a hotel where, like an apartment building where you're in a building, but then to get to your room, you have to, no, this door went directly to the outside, this motel. So I said, I'm not sleeping here unless you can fix the door. And they fixed it for us, but
it's still a pretty grody room.
I really would have rather slept in the car.
Gross. You have an instance where it was a vacation gone wrong.
I was in Hawaii and with my grandparents, and I had to use, like, the bathroom, and we're at some public beach on the big island of Hawaii. And I went in there, and it was, like, open air. There was no ceiling, and I got attacked by wasps.
Yeah, that's terrifying. That's a nightmare.
There's no ceiling in the bathrooms?
And, well, no, I guess so. What if someone had a drone and was watching you go poo?
Stop. Someone said, I booked what looked to be this really cute cabin online. We get there. It's basically nothing like the photos. It was a shed, no air conditioning, bugs everywhere. We only lasted one night.
Vacation gone wrong.
The wife and I packed up our snowmobiles and drove up to go snowmobiling for the weekend. And Friday night, before I even got done unloading the truck, I slipped on the ice and threw my back out for the whole weekend. Spent the weekend in bed.
You know what? Those vacation injuries, they happen, and that it torpedoes the experience for you, for the people you're with.
That's this person. They said, my husband got food poisoning day one of our honeymoon.
Sad.
We had all these excursions planned, and instead it was just him with crackers and Gatorade for a few days. Now, he did get to enjoy the last few days, but most of the stuff we wanted to do, we had to cancel.
And, like, getting naked.
I think they meant, like, I think they were, like... snorkeling or things like that.
Is that what you call it?
No, like they said excursions. Someone said I went to Mexico and my luggage ended up lost. So I spent the first 3 days of the trip wearing the same outfit and I had to buy shirts, but they were all way oversized. And someone else said, I got the worst sunburn of my life on a cruise. I couldn't even lean back in the chair for the rest of the trip. The photos make it look fun, but I was miserable. I was basically a walking lobster.
Vacation gone wrong.
Me and a few friends, we had this whole thing planned out. We had this entire adventure. And the first day that we get there, we go, hey, let's hit the beach. We're all out at the beach. I, being, I don't know, out of my mind on this vacation, thought it'd be fine to have a few drinks and lay here on this nice new white sand, which I thought was just so soft and great, and I can just roll around on this sand. I don't even need a towel.
Yeah.
So we were out there for a few hours. That night, I knew there was a problem. All my skin turned lobster red.
Oh.
Everyone else had sunscreen and took care of themselves. I had to be stuck in our hotel for 2 days because I couldn't go out in the sun or go kayaking or try parasailing or anything. So everyone else had a good time. And I was sitting there like a baked potato.
You do need that SPF there, brother. We're just actually seeing a lot of suntan, sunburn kind of related things.
This one, I feel so bad. Someone said my wife and I took our kids to Disney after saving up for years. On the second day, my youngest woke up with a stomach bug.
Oh.
By afternoon, everyone in the family had it except for me. It's not like I could go out and enjoy my time. I had to stay there taking care of my wife and my kids.
Most magical place on earth.
Finally, after saving up money and you can take this like trip you guys have been dreaming about, everyone getting sick. Oh.
Also, think about being in a tiny space like a hotel room
with
with other people
all those
puking
sick people.
or other thing at the bottom.
Oh, man.
No. That is we need another room just for another toilet. That's what we need. You got a vacation gone wrong?
I went on a vacation out east to Washington, D.C., and our hotel room got overbooked, and we couldn't find a place to stay when we first got there.
So what did you guys end up having to do?
We just found a parking lot and took a nap and slept it off, and we went venturing in the morning and worried about finding a hotel room later on that night.
There is something to be said for just, we'll just sleep in the car. It's not ideal, but maybe it's better like that experience
Better
you had.
than what I had, yes. Someone else said a few years ago, my wife and I were going on our dream trip, finally going to Hawaii. The morning we were supposed to leave, our flight got delayed because of weather. Then we missed our connecting flight. Then our luggage got lost. We made it there almost 24 hours late, but we were exhausted, cranky. The best part, our bags didn't show up until the day before we were supposed to leave. So we spent hundreds of dollars replacing clothes, toiletries. The trip was beautiful. But anytime we bring it up, I just remember standing in the airport customer service line for 4 hours.
You were on vacay, but it was still a bad day. Your vacation gone wrong.
Yeah, so my fiance and I decided to go away just, for a long weekend. And my, serious long-term ex happened to be at the exact same resort with his new girlfriend.
So awkward, but really it's just entirely random, right?
Yeah, it's just of all the places in the entire world, of course, they're at the exact same place, and things did not end well between us. We don't get along. We're not amicable. And it just seemed like everywhere we went, they were there. We'd go to the pool, they'd be at the pool. We'd, go to the bar, they're at the bar. And so it just turned into us sitting in the room because we were just trying to avoid them, and it was completely ruined.
I'm surprised you bumped into each other so much, or even that you let it be that awkward. You had that one interaction, just do your thing, ignore them.
But what a small world. They, I think, tried everywhere they would go. The other couple would end up showing up or they'd run into each other. How awkward. There they are again. How are they here?
Wonder, it's is it kind of intentional at some point? I don't know.
No, I think it's just what are the odds? What are the chances? I cannot believe this is happening.
Vacation gone wrong.
Well, I was in Manila on business.
Random.
And it was in a hotel about the 15th floor or so. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden, the building started shaking. It was an earthquake, man. It was an earthquake. So I'm like, what's going on here? And I ran out the door of my room, just freaking out, seeing if anybody else was in the hall, not even thinking the fact that I was, butt naked. The door closes behind me, and I don't have any key pass or anything. Embarrassing, that's for sure.
So what do you end up doing? Just walking around naked in an earthquake, or?
Actually, I got on the elevator, and I went down on the elevator, and I just sort of waited for somebody to come around the corner and yelled, "Please, go get somebody at the front desk."
Sad. Well, at least, obviously, it worked out for you.
How awkward.
Can you imagine just running around he's in a different country in a random hotel? He thinks there's an earthquake and he's naked. That the whole thing's terrifying. What if you had to leave that building and you're just the naked guy running around?
I need to knock on wood because this is when I hear stories of fires or things like that, I am always terrified something like that is going to happen in the middle of the night and I'm going to be in
nothing.
Well, sometimes I'll sleep in these grandma underwear that are just they're comfortable, but I do not want anyone seeing me in them. And a t-shirt, and I'm going to have to run out of my house because I'm trying to save my child. They're all these things. I think about what if this is what I have to run out of my house and no one can see me in this.
I got one. I was at Disney World, and we were on a ride with my family, me and my wife and my 2 kids, and they're behind me. And the ride, it's Space Mountain, and it stops in the middle, and we're hanging upside down for an hour and a half.
Do they do anything to comfort you in that situation? I'm asking partly because this is literally my worst fear.
They brought us water, but that was so hard to, like...
Oh, great.
At one point, someone asked for water, and we all got... And I didn't know what to do with it, really.
Listen, wait, they gave you water while you're... Did you say you're dangling upside down? How in God's name are you drinking that water?
Slowly, I bet. I bet you're not completely upside down.
Choking thinking about it.
That's how you get rid of your hiccups.
Drinking water upside down?
I mean, not from a roller coaster, but yeah.
Yeah, I would be so scared. Have you ever like a ride break down shortly after you've used it, or while you're waiting in line?
While you're waiting in line, then it's like, oh, do I trust it? Do I want to?
The answer's always no.
Yeah. Someone said I got engaged on a trip when we went to Jamaica, which should have been the best trip ever. The day after the proposal, I lose the ring. We ended up spending hours searching for it. Even staff from the resort were helping us. Somehow a guy with a metal detector ended up finding it the next day. Best ending ever, but I was crying so hard during the 12 hours when I lost the ring.
Oh, sad. Vacation horror.
It was actually the Bahamas.
Nice.
And usually I've never really had a problem with like seafood or shellfish or anything along those lines, but I don't know if I got like a bad conch shell or something, but all I know is I spent about the rest of this trip just sort of doubled over and just with a bucket in the back. It eventually, when it settled down with me, it then spread to my wife, and then when it settled with her, it went to the kid.
Yeah, anytime that there's a bucket and it's spreading around, yeah, that's sad. I'm sorry. What a bummer.
Have you ever heard the story about where did Joel D recently go? Like he went to Mexico or wherever he had that wedding. They went. He said he had drank a little bit too much, and then they like went on like a boat trip. I don't know if they were snorkeling or what. And while he was like on the waves, he started getting sick. Well, then they like stopped for everyone to get out and go in the water to start snorkeling. That's where he threw up.
No.
And the guy on the boat was like, are you trying to get sharks to come over here? Like, why would you throw up right there? This is where everyone's supposed to be getting off.
Hopefully they moved.
I don't know what they did.
And your vacation horror story, gross.
All right, so we got a little ambitious. You know, we were in the Bahamas, and we were like, you know what? We're going to go parasailing. We're going to ride on those, like, the mopeds. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Well, I went on one of those, like, Vespa mopeds by myself, never driven on anything but a bicycle, and I crashed the thing. Couldn't get reimbursed. My boyfriend had to wheel me around everywhere I went. I was in agony because they wouldn't give me ice because at the hospital or at the hotel because the ice had parasites in it. And once the painkiller wore off, I was in agony. The worst vacation.
Oh, my God. Injuries, sickness, there's just no winning.
Someone said when my kids were little, we took them to a theme park. About an hour after arriving, my son disappeared. We did find him pretty quickly with park security, but those 15 minutes felt like 15 years. After that, the rest of the family didn't want to ride anything because we were all so stressed, and we spent a fortune on tickets getting in. So then we ended up just getting ice cream.
And vacation horror story.
All right, so we got a little ambitious. You know, we were in the Bahamas, and we were like...
I appreciate you hanging in there. We just got you, though. We just got to you. Hi, you got one of those?
Well, we had a family trip to South Carolina, had itinerary planned, great hotel right on the water. All our family was there, and when we got out of the airport, we got to the hotel, and I was going to be the man of the hour, and I decided I was going to try and carry 4 suitcases. I hurt my back and laid in bed for the next 4 days while everybody else had fun, and all I could do is sit and sip my miserable beers.
My miserable beers.
Okay, that kind of sounds nice, though.
I mean, it sounds so bad. You got beer,
Relaxing,
at least.
having some drinks, yeah.
Vacation horror stories. It was supposed to be the best time ever, but it didn't go that well.
Someone said, went on a fishing trip with friends. One of the guys forgot some keys at home, so then we ended up having to drive 4 hours back to get everything. And another person said, I got stung by jellyfish about 10 minutes after telling everyone how excited I was to go swimming in the ocean.
Vacation gone wrong.
So we used to go to Canada every year, every summer when I was growing up. It was like a family tradition, and our motor we'd go out on the boat. I mean, hours, all day long, and our motor went out one year. And the weather turned, and we had to huddle under a tarp. We were stuck out on an island for hours. It was super dark when we got back. It was awful.
How did you end up, like, getting around the fact that the motor was dead? You paddling, or what are we doing?
My dad ended up getting it going. You know, up there's nobody around, so you just got to figure it out or get stranded, really.
Can you imagine, like, you and your family do something like that, and you just get stranded somewhere, and you're like, hopefully somebody finds us, and you're like, do we live here for days,
horror.
hours,
that is a
years,
horror
weeks?
movie.
Uh-huh.
Terrifying.
Like, I've seen this movie before. We just live here now.
Yeah.
Though you do watch a lot of Survivor.
I don't know if I am a survivor.